Denmark, Wisconsin. City, number 28, Steve Caribou. And finally from Ostrander, Wisconsin, number 65, Robert Duran. Ladies and gentlemen, your umpires. Now let's meet the starting lineups for today's contest. First for the designated visiting team from Ostrander, Minnesota, the Ostrander Norsemen. Leading off is the shortstop, number 16, Adam Tallarico.
Good, you?
Batting second is the first baseman, number 5, Rick Saunders. Batting third, the center fielder, number 25, Hayden Matthews. Batting cleanup, the left fielder, number 15, Liam O'Leary.
Hey, if at some point.
Batting fifth is the right fielder, number 27, James Parcell. Batting sixth is the designated player, number 22, Tony Sparver. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 21, Luke King. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 9, Brent Meschke. Batting ninth is the catcher, number 4.
Yeah, we hear about buffering.
Flex, number 35,
Yeah.
Hansen. The starting lineup for the Ostrander Norsemen. And now the starting lineup for the designated home team, the Hill United Chiefs. First leading off, the center fielder, number 11, Brad Ezekiel. Batting second is the right fielder, number 24, Nico Carroll. Batting third is the shortstop, number 27, Nick Shalis. Batting cleanup, the catcher, number 28, Bruno Matroni. Batting fifth, the designated player, number 10, Jason Hill. Batting sixth is the first baseman, number 33, Steve Mullally. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 22, Mark Johnson. Batting eighth is the third baseman, number 91, Shane Bolin. Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 99, James Todhunter. And the pitcher for Hill United is number 13, Adam Folker. Ladies and gentlemen, your starting lineup.
Just like at home, like where I'm from. Yeah. Like literally, I said to Darren, it's just like home for me, like coming in with the cornfield all around.
Well, today Waze didn't even put me on the highway.
Oh no.
It brought me. We made a left coming out of the hotel, or right, and down that street.
Yeah.
Went down to the next block, made a left, went down to Ontario Street.
Yep.
And went down Ontario to almost to Maine, I guess it was, and then Maine caught over.
Yeah,
And
we came
to
through,
Stagecoach
we came through
Road.
the suburbs.
Country Inn. Yeah, and then like the highway is easy too, but
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Good afternoon, fastball fans, and welcome to the ISC World Tournament 2019 here at Circle Tap Bar and Grill in Denmark, Wisconsin. This afternoon's game features the Hill United Chiefs taking on the Ostrander Norsemen, and it'll be the Norsemen who lead things off here in the top half of the first inning. It's Adam Tallarico who will lead things off. Rick Saunders bats second, Hayden Matthews in the 3-hole. And first pitch, knocked down by Todhunter. He'll make the play over to first. Liam O'Leary will bat fourth. James Purcell bats fifth. Tony Sparvier will bat sixth. Luke King in the 7-hitter. Brent Meschke bats eighth. And Anthony Oresco will be the 9-hitter. Defensively, for the Hill United Chiefs, it's a spitting image of yesterday. Mark Johnson, Brad Ezekiel, and Nico Carrillo left to right across in the outfield. called for a strike. Shane Bolin plays at third. Nick Shales is the shortstop. James Todd-Hunter and Steve Mullally on the right-hand side. Short and first. Bruno Matroni behind the plate. And Adam Folkard on the mound for the Hill United Chiefs. Adam offers and misses for a ball. Just neat and tidy underway. Kyle Smith, Joe Todd here with you for this afternoon's ball game. And Joe, another little bit of an uphill climb for a team against the Hill United Chiefs.
Teams are always up for a challenge for this type of game, though, too. This is the second game for Ostrander Norsemen team, and they would just love to knock them off. You catch a team at a little downspout, have a bad inning. That's all they're looking for. Obviously, Hill United are going to be playing at the top of their game. They got the same 9 boys that they had back in Game 13 yesterday afternoon.
Swing and a miss. Down on strikes go Saunders, and Hayden Matthews now will come to the plate.
Center fielder number 25, Hayden Matthews.
This is the advantage of only playing one game in a day at this level of tournament. Adam Folkard pitched again yesterday about this time at the 2 o'clock time frame again, so you're coming in 24 hours later. Adam have a good night's sleep, maybe a little workout on the arm by the team trainer.
Adam gets with it, and that one misses for a ball. You know, we were talking, Blair and I, at breakfast this morning, and it's a big difference for a team playing an afternoon game versus a nighttime game, as that one goes foul. You know, you've sat around all day waiting for your game to happen, and then, you know, you got to get up in the afternoon and go do your hitting and a little bit of a practice, and then you come to the park, whereas the nice thing about a mid-afternoon game is get up, have breakfast, go hit, go rest, go to the park.
Yes.
And then you're done for the day.
Yeah, I would prefer that afternoon game. Little team bonding potentially too at nighttime. Sometimes too much team bonding.
Never enough. Hill United actually has rented a coach bus this week to take them back and forth from the hotel, just so they're going as a team. And called strike 3, down on strikes. We'll finish that thought when we come back. Bottom half of the first coming up here on the ISC Network. Bottom of the first inning we go as the Hill United Chiefs will come to the plate. Batting order looks like this. Bradley Ezek will lead things off. Nico Carrillo bats second. Nick Shales in the 3 spot. Bruno Matroni bats 4th. Jason Hill is your 500 designated player. Steve Mullally batting in the 6th spot. 7, 8, 9 are Mark Johnson, Shane Bolin, and James Todd-Hunter.
Brad Ezekiel.
Defensively for Ostrander, it's Liam O'Leary in left, Hayden Matthews in center, James Purcell in right field, Luke King and Adam Tellerico on the left side, Brent Meshke and Rick Saunders on the right-hand side. Doing the catching is Anthony Oresco and Kim Hansen on the mound.
Well, we'll see if the Hill United Bats still stay on that roll. That game against Coburg yesterday, they had 5 home runs in that game.
Ball was jumping out of here yesterday, Joe. Bradley gets up after it. We're going to check the swing. Went around, says the first base umpire. Joe, those umpires today?
Cody LaFay from Kansas City, Missouri doing home plate. Robbie Duran from Osceola, Wisconsin at first base. And Steve Corvo from Quebec City, Canada at third base. That's our white crew or blue crew, whatever you want to call them today. White sweaters.
Dropped one in on top of the plate, did Hansen off speed, 1-2 now. And got a piece to foul that off. Just underway here in the bottom of the first inning. It was an up and down story in the top half. Hansen works. And that one gets fouled off.
Hill United broke that game open yesterday in that third inning, the bottom of the third inning. They scored 10 runs in that big inning. 15 gentlemen had plate appearances in that one inning, so a real tough inning for Coburg DRC. It was a 6-4 ball game up to that point, I believe, or 6-2, fairly early in that game. There's 6-4 at the end of 3, going into 3.
Caught him looking, did Hansen. Bradley down on strikes.
Right fielder number 24, Nico Carroll.
And now Nico Carrillo will come to the plate. Misses on the bottom side, does Hansen. It is a overcast, sunny, hot, hazy day here.
Muggy, a little close.
In Denmark, Wisconsin. When that sun comes out, Joe, it has got some heat to it. And called a strike at the knees, 2-2. So Hansen doing a good job here, working the count, working the zone.
Keeping the ball low right now, trying to keep that ball down. They're going to hit it. They're just going to hit it in the dirt.
And Carrillo does just that. Like you said, Joe fouls it off in the ground. Lifted up, foul. Getting a ball to the liking of Hansen.
Mm-hmm.
Kim, 2-2 pitch. In between bounce, nicely played by Tellerico on to first and got him. Carrillo thought otherwise. Steve Fry down to talk to
Robbie Duran.
first base umpire.
7, Nick Shalis.
Good gun over there by the shortstop, Adam Tallarico.
So Nick Shales comes to the plate. takes for a ball. And foul that off. Just got a piece. There's a picture on the ISC Facebook page of Shales hitting yesterday where the ball is about sternum height and Nick getting on top of it. Looks as though maybe the angle, but his elbow well high, that front lead elbow, get it out of the way and bring the bat head to it. It's quite a picture to see on Facebook.
Good instructional shot.
2-2 count. Gets up after that one, fouls it off. Shales pops that down the right side. Foul off the tarp and Karams to the left. Some updates from other games going on earlier on this morning. Pueblo Bandits 8-4 win over top of the Wyerton Nationals. Coburg Dirt Road over AHI Reapers 4-3. Tin Cup 5-1 win over Bar Blues. And Shakespeare Falcons picked up a 6-5 win. Shales goes chasing on the rise ball, down on strikes. So a neat and tidy inning for Kim Hansen. Sends us to the top of the second. No score to report. We'll be back after this. Liam O'Leary set to lead things off here for Ostrander Norsemen. He takes a strike. And pop shot on a line to Todd Hunter. Handles that. One down.
Right fielder number 27, James Parcell.
North River Monsters a win over Waterdown Hammer 7-3. Barn Avenue Buzz over Rice Lake Orange Men 7-0. And a little check swing, excuse me. Malali under it makes the grab.
Good quick inning for Adam so far. Just throwing 4 pitches.
Tin Cup picks a 5-2 win up after dispatching of Elmira Expos 5-2. The Lakes Fenland Falls 10-2 winners over the Durham Diamondbacks. And just gone final is Rio Grande Senators 5-4 win over top of Dolan and Murphy. And a swing and a miss by Tony Sparvier. Update going on right now in the bottom of the second inning. It's 8-1 Pueblo Bandits over Wah from Morongo Rez. And a swing and a miss. So real quick inning, Joe. Not a lot of wasted pitches from Adam Folkert. Sends us to the bottom half of the inning. We'll be back with that and more on the ISC Network.
Leading off the catcher, number 28, Bruno Matroni.
So away we go with Bruno Matroni, who will lead things off.
Bruno got a real good eye at the plate, obviously being a catcher, receiving that ball all the time. Bruno had 2 walks in the game yesterday. His other plate appearances were by way of an error.
Gets up after that one, swing and a miss. And a strike called. Hansen filling up the strike zone here thus far, Joe.
Well, these batters are not something new to Kim Hansen. Kim being around the ISC World Tournament for quite a few years now, and then also pitching in the WBFC program as one of the pitchers on the Denmark team. He's facing Matroni and all these team members of Team Canada potentially too.
Hot shot down the third, on the first, handled nicely by King. Goes a long way across the diamond, 5-3.
So Hansen is a veteran out on that pitcher mound.
Number 10, Jason Hill.
Obviously doesn't have the qualities of an Adam Polkard, but he's going to have to be very tight on his pitching corners, on the corners of the plate, and going to have to make sure that his team plays really good defense behind him.
Misses with the opener, Joe. You know, you think about the weather and all that good stuff. I don't know about black unis on a hot day like this. Though, luckily not all black.
Yeah.
Jason Hill at the plate.
Jason had 4 RBIs in the game yesterday against Coburg DRC. Batting out that 5-hole, that was top part of the guy setting up that potential for RBIs.
And ball 4. So good eye there by Jason Hill, gives us the game's first base runner with the free pass.
First baseman number 33, Steve Mullally.
And so Mullally comes to the plate. First pitch gets up after that. And lifted foul.
Steve very aggressive with that bat. Good quick hands. Good follow through with that bat. Kim Hansen has to be very careful keeping that ball low in this against Steve Mullally.
And fouls that off. So quick 0-2 here on Mullally. Pops that out. Little bouncer skips away and gets past the second baseman, Meshke. Hill around into third. Mullally up into second with a base hit. Look over to my partner. He looks at me. I'll give that a double. That took a bad hop. That one just, he was right in front of it. It was there. Then it disappeared.
It was kind of tailing away, obviously. Steve going the opposite way. The ball was tailing on for Meshke.
So Mark Johnson comes to the plate. And that one to the inside corner for a strike. Johnson had a grand slam yesterday. And comes inside.
Mark Johnson with a really relaxed batting stance in that box. If you watch him as he prepares now, he'll plant his feet, he'll raise that back elbow, level the hands out.
Gets down to the ball, slices through it, out to right field. Purcell under it, makes the grab, throw to the plate, cut off, and Jason Hill comes in to score. So RBI sac fly by Johnson. Brings us the second out of the inning.
Third baseman number 91, Shane Boland.
And on the throw, Mullally round to third. Brings Shane Boland up. Misses the opener. And a bouncer. Tellerico on to first in time. And we'll do the inning. But Hill United pushes a run across on one hit, a walk, and a sac fly. Gives us a 1-0 ball game. Come back with more in the top half of the third.
baseman number 21, Luke King.
Top half of the third here in Denmark, Wisconsin. Kyle Smith, Joe Todd here with you on Monday afternoon. Opener for strike one. Adam right back to work. And strike two. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Down goes Luke King on 3 pitches. Fourth strikeout
Second baseman number 9,
for Fulker. And Brent Meschke now at the plate. Takes for ball one.
Meschke with that little pigeon-toed batting stance with that front left foot, and then he opens it up as the pitch is released.
Fouled off. Adam deals. And in there for strike two.
Adam is all business this afternoon. Had a real tough inning yesterday. Gave up the 4 runs and against Coburg DRC, and right back has nothing but straightforward and challenging these batters today.
Great rise ball there. Swing and a miss by Meschke.
Anthony Oresco.
Brings Anthony Oresco up to the plate. And fouled off. He's coming right at these hitters, Joe, like you talked about. A little up and down. Bruno wants it down that time. Nice drop ball, swinging over top for strike two. 1 and 2. Outside, popped the glove, but just missed the plate. 2 and 2.
Matroni tried to frame it for home plate umpire Cody Lefebvre. Lefebvre didn't bite.
Two count. And Adam comes set. Miss ball 3.
Matroni, a quick stand-up pounce out of that catcher stance and thinking he was going to get a third place.
He thought it was out of the inning.
Yeah.
So go full 3 and 2 in the dirt. Ball 4. So 2-out walk here for the Norsemen. Gets us to the back at top of the order.
Norsemen, shortstop number 16, Adam Tallarico.
Tallarico gets back to the plate. Misses for ball 1. And a swing for a strike.
Todd Hunter talking to Nick Shales right now with the fact that Tallarico came his way, so he's going to cheat a little bit. Back in that first inning, Tallarico going to second base.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. One-two pitch. Off and going. Throw from Matroni. Got him. Throw him out. Leave Tallarico at the plate. We'll come back with the bottom half of the third on the ISC Network.
Leading off is the second baseman, number 99, James Todd Hunter.
James Todd Hunter will be the leadoff hitter here for Hill United. Kim Hansen back to work, misses with the opener for a ball. Comes back up and in for ball 2. Kyle Smith, Joe Todd here with you. And to the corner for strike 1. James looks back and thought it might have been him inside. Swing and a miss. Getting up after that one.
Good change of speeds there by Hansen. He's going to have to do that kind of mixing, the speeds and locations, to throw the timing off of this strong hitting Hill United team.
Ball 3 goes to the backstop, runs it full at 3-2. Called strike 3. Tonner thought he had a walk. Turn it around the other way, and one down in the inning. Bradley Ezekiel comes to the plate.
Center fielder number 11, Brad Ezekiel.
Third strikeout for Hansen today, 2 of them looking.
Misses for a ball. And comes inside, making Bradley get out of the way of that. Little dance on it. Step out. Hansen. Bradley lifts that up down the line. That's on the left side. And foul. Bradley had a good look at it. Count 2-1, one down in the inning. Hill United up by a score of 1-0 here in the bottom half of the third inning. And a little topper up on the third and in time at first, 5-3. Well, Kim Hansen, Joe, he is doing his part, keeping these hitters off balance. It was a walk and a double, really, and then the sac fly for that one run. But there hasn't been many hard hit balls.
Well, that particular pitch there they threw to Brad Ezekiel there just was about 10 kilometers or 10 miles an hour slower than that previous pitch. And that's his pure objective today, is just to throw these batters off. Don't come back with the same pitch. Don't make that same pitch twice. Brad come fairly close to putting that ball out of the ballpark. Kim come at him with a lot different pitch and a lot different location.
Lifted up on the right side, over strides Purcell. Hill is under it and makes the grab, and neat and tidy. 1, 2, 3 sends us to the top half of the fourth on the ISC network.
Fans, head on up to the food tent. Batter number 16, Adam Tallarico.
Back to it. And that one skips in the dirt. And on the corner for a strike. Kyle Smith-Todd here with you on an overcast Monday afternoon. Joe, you said at breakfast it was going to be kind of gray and cloudy here today, and that's exactly what we have on hand. Has actually cooled off since the start of the ball game.
The players love this scenario. The fact that you don't have to fight the sun. A little bit of a breeze coming through every so often, as long as that sun's not out. Temperature probably around the 80-degree mark, 25 degrees Celsius if you're Celsius or Fahrenheit, depending on what part of the world you live in.
And ball 4, leadoff man Adam Tallarico.
First base number 5, Rick Saunders.
Second time through the order now for the Ostrander Norsemen.
Turned the bunt, got it down, bowling across, bobble, in time though at first base, so Saunders does the job, sack bunt. 5-4. And gives one out in the inning. Hayden Matthews now comes to the plate.
Good fundamentals there by the Hill United infield. Shane Boland charging that ball. Took a quick look over to see if he had a shot at catching Talarco. That's what took the ball out of a little bit of a bobble out of his glove. Then concentrated on getting the first out of the inning.
This is for a ball. And strike called. Thank you, sir. Lineups are in for the next ball game. We'll get those to you in 2 shakes of a stick. And right on the plate for called strike, it's Steve Norman versus Juan Podolicio, listed as the pitcher, and Kirkpatrick as the designated player, so one would think Andrew may get the ball on the DP flex, and a swing right on through. Good squeeze by Matroni to gather that one in for the second out.
Second time Hayden Matthews gone down on strikes. 6th strikeout for Adam Fulcard.
O'Leary takes for a strike. And a swing and a miss, trying to get up with that rise ball. Comes up empty.
It looks very enticing, but I'll tell you, it's hard to hit.
Oh, one of the harder pitches to hit from Adam. I mean, they're all hard to hit.
Yeah. It looks so nice when it leaves his hip there.
0-2. O'Leary just reaches out and punches that foul.
Todd Hunter playing a little deep here with the 2-out scenario. O'Leary had a real nice line drive right at Todd Hunter back in that second inning.
Fulker deals. O'Leary lifts that up into left center, but overstrides Mark Johnson. He'll make the grab for the 3rd out. Sends us to the bottom half of the 4th on the ISC network. Going to be Shales, Matroni, and Jason Hill due up here for Hill United.
27, Nick Shales.
And he takes for strike one. Misses for a ball.
Nick Shale is wearing that shin guard on the inside portion of the plate. Obviously, with his swing, potentially, he's had a fair number of foul balls on that particular location coming right back.
Down to third. King on to first. Handled it neat and tidy, 5-3. Luke King had a busy day down at third.
Catcher number 28, Bruno Matroni.
So Bruno Matroni now will come to the plate. Still just 1-0 in favor of Hill United. And Joe, we said coming in that this one was an uphill climb, and all of a sudden we're getting late and still hanging around. And the Norsemen just, you won't need much just to get a tie, even change the scoreboard.
Well, that's all you ask, that you stay with the team, and if you get a potential break and maybe a little dent in the armor of Hill United,
Swing and a miss on an inside drop.
an error here, or bloop, leap, and a blast, and you're right back in that game.
Bruno puts that out in the left center, falls in. He'll scamper up to first and just stay there. So 1-out single for Matroni. Didn't sound even like a good hard shot. And we'll have a pinch runner here coming for Bruno. It'll be Isaac Lefebvre who comes on.
Little relief off of Bruno Matroni. That's his first hit of the tournament, too, so you like to get that first one under your belt.
Designated player number 10, Jason Hill.
So Jason Hill walked and scored back in the second inning. Off and going. Throw not in time. Great jump by Isaac Lefebvre. He was in there by a mile.
Had a great jump off the bag. Good wheels there on Lefebvre. Part of the reason he's on that Canadian National Development Program.
And misses. And a strike. Hilly sticks that tongue out, probably saying I should have gone after it.
I don't want that one again. And I doubt if he'll see it. Kim Hansen moving that ball around.
He has been up, down, in, out, all over the place. But effectively, as that one gets lifted foul. He hasn't been wild, but he has worked the zone and worked the pitch really well today on this Hill United team.
Him and Anthony Oresco have done a great job. Moving this, changing the speeds, moving the pitch location.
High hopper. That's a fair ball. Can't handle it. Safe at first. Jason looked halfway back to home. And we're going to have a conference between the umpires.
I can't see him changing that call. If it was fair or foul, that's Obviously,
First baseman number 33, Steve Mullally.
Cody LaFave's call. But you cannot just give a team like Hill United an extra out in an inning.
So an error to the first baseman, Saunders.
It takes some extra work here now.
And getting loose down in the bullpen is Tony Sparvier. As Resco's mask had fallen apart, so he had to fix it. Steve Mullally comes to the plate here with a double to his credit. Runners on the corner now, one down in the inning. Mullally, lengthy cut for strike one. Was talking to Steve at the hotel today, and he wants to send along his best back home to Jane and Teddy, watching in the Mississauga area. Swing and a miss. Nothing in two. Maybe surprised a little bit, Joe. They haven't done anything with Hill over at first base. Just one down in the inning. Hansen went for a little bit of a walk after that last offering. Trying to change up the pace, and now Oresco out to visit the mound. Open the book, get on the same page, as they say, Joe. Nothing in two. To the backstop. Hill up to second. And a 1-2 count.
That extra 60 feet go back to haunt potentially Hansen and the Norsemen there. So have to work that much harder when there's runners on base. Takes that much more focus on the pitcher and the catcher.
And caught him looking down on strikes goes Mullally. Two down in the inning. Strikeout number 4.
22, Mark Johnson.
For Hansen.
3 of the Hill United batters caught looking. Ezekiel, Mullally, and Todd Hunter.
Top down to King. On to first in time. Get out of the jam. End the inning. And Hansen dodges a bullet with the Norseman. Sends us to the top half of the 5th. Still 1-0 in favor of the Hill United Chiefs. James Purcell will lead things off here. Showed bunt, pulled back, takes for strike. And misses. This might be the time, Joe. And a swing and a miss for the Norsemen. Still hanging around this ball game, 1-0.
Well, they got out of a real tough jam last inning. Big setup early in the inning, but played some great defense to pull themselves out. Stayed in this game.
You can take that momentum, and a swing and a miss by Purcell. Easier said than done, though, against a guy like Adam Fulkard.
Good change of speeds there by Adam. Good call there by catcher Montroni.
Number 22, Tony Sparvier.
So Tony Sparvier comes to the plate. And in the dirt, that one is. Pueblo Bandits, Joe, a 9-2 win over top of Wa from Marengo Rez. That a loser bracket contest. Swing and a miss again on a drop ball from Adam. Sparvier struck out back in the second inning. Misses for a ball. Bruno thinking they got to have that one. Swing and a miss. Got out on the front foot, and that rise ball was up and gone.
Great pitch there by Adam Fulkard. Been blowing heat all day. Now this inning, he's come back with a lot of off-speed stuff.
Two. Called strike 3. Seems as though the book on our home plate umpire, LaFave, doesn't like the outside corner, seems to like the inside corner on right-handed hitters. Coming inside, can't get his hands out for strike 1. Evens it up 1-1. And fouled off. And strike 3 right down the middle of the heart of the plate. 9 strikeouts now. Strike out the side. Bottom of the 5th coming up on the ISC network. of the fifth here with United taking on the Ostrander Norsemen. 8-9-1 hitters due up. Boland. I don't know if we get an out, but we got a dead ball for sure. Still in the box, they say. Goes off his right leg, and here comes the field manager. And with that, we'll go down
and
to first base and convert.
Request.
I don't think we're going to come out of this with an out. If we have an out, they would have had it originally.
Yes, I would think so.
I can see the point, but Shane's back foot actually was still in the box as he was coming across, so still classified as in that box. So got a strike to the batter, Shane Boland. And a roller foul. Foul that off. Hansen, 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Drop ball inside.
Good pitch location there by Kim Hansen. When that ball's down,
Number 99, James
the bottom part of that strike zone.
You aren't getting hurt there, that's for sure,
No.
Joe.
No. You got to come down there with a real looping swing if you're going to do anything, and all potentially you're going to do is drive it in the infield, and you got to hope that your defense can accent the pitch.
Todd Hunter down to King, knocked it, got it, on to first, in time. Luke King continues to show the leather. And 2 down in the inning.
Hill United, the center fielder, number 11, Brad Ezekiel.
Kim Hansen doing everything he can to give his team an opportunity to get something going. Keeping these Hill United hitters off balance. As that one comes inside.
Hansen and Oresco have to be aware of that pitch that they threw last time to Brad Ezekiel, just about laced into the park.
That one just past the glove of diving Tallarico. So base hit with 2 out for Bradley.
Just the third hit today for Hill United.
Right fielder, number 24, Nico Carroll.
Nico Creel now at the plate. Ground out and a fly out on his day. Gets down after it and fouls it out of play. Just misses inside. There goes Bradley. Up on the short in time, 6-3. We'll end the inning No runs on a hit, no errors, and one left. After 5, it's still 1-0. Ostrander coming to bat here from Denmark, Wisconsin. Brent Meschke at the plate. He'll lead things off, swing and a miss for strike 1. Pablo Migliavaca getting loose out behind us, Joe. Pitch misses from Adam. And misses again, 2-1. Volker deals, swing and a miss, 2-2. Swing and a miss, down on strikes goes Meschke. 4 strikeouts to the last 4 batters.
Catcher number 4, Anthony Oresco.
7 in a row set down since the walk to Tellerico. And 10 strikeouts. Did you find what you're looking for?
Yeah, I was just trying to. I knew the third base, the head coach for the Ostrander Norsemen's first name was Brent, but I wasn't sure if it was the son of the second baseman Meschke, but his last name is Ledger. I made a trophy presentation to him a few years ago, and the name had escaped me.
Swing and a miss by Oresco. Oresco walked back in the 3rd inning. A 2 walks and a sac bunt. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. Oresco, 11 strikeouts. 2 down. Tellerico now comes to the plate for the 3rd time.
Down to the point of the game where you're starting to count outs now.
And strike. Both pitchers have worked well here today. Efficient. Work in the zones. And strike called. No real big threats.
Jimmy Wano, one of the Hall of Fame inductees, just walking by the front of the booth.
Misses. That's up. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Tellerico, strikeout the side. 6 strikeouts in a row for Adam Fulker. 12 on the day sends us to the bottom of the 6th. 1-0 Hill United. Bottom of the 6th, it'll be Shales, Matroni, and Jason Hill due up. 1-0 Hill United leads the Norsemen. Misses again, and guys are wanting that one.
Hansen was wanting that pitch. You could tell by his body motion.
And fouled off, went outside, and Shales got a piece. Fouled up and out.
It's a big part of the order here. Ostrander Norsemen want a shot at these guys in the top of the 7th. They got to have a good, clean inning.
Feel the swing, it didn't go. Three-two. Hansen works. Fouled off.
Hansen has to come back with a drop ball here or something off speed.
Little low rise, and that one grounded out. 4-3 for out number 1. Shales 0 for 3. Matroni now at the plate. He singled back in the 4th, and a ground out on his scorecard. Comes inside, misses for a ball. Roller. Same thing that happened last time, just past the glove of the shortstop. And a 1-out single. Bruno's got that 5.5 hole just labeled right.
Well, we talked about that it was his first hit of the tournament back in that 4th inning, and now he comes back to back hits.
10,
And Matroni gets hot. He can be the decisive factor in that type of game.
He was the turning point for Argentina, I think. You know, when you go back to the Czech Republic, that big home run he had just turn the fortunes around and swing and a miss to the screen. So 60 feet for Matroni. I think here comes a pinch runner again, and I honestly think, Joe, that Bruno is laboring a little bit. Running. Maybe a little bit of a knee injury. Gave his knee a little bit of a flex. So Josh McGovern
Now running on second
comes
base,
in.
12, Josh McGovern.
After he got to second, he kind of flexed his knee, and I heard Steve Fry down at first yell over to Larry Lynch to make a change, and they were quick with the hook on Matroni.
That means Matroni's done for the game defensively, so you hate to break up that combination that's been on a roll today.
But injury, more important healing than it is to play. Lifted up foul. I guess that's why you have the insurance policy of Jason Sanford. Josh McGovern can do some catching too, but seeing Jason Sanford here today as an insurance policy, you said before we came on air, maybe going to pay dividends. Misses for a ball. Runner on second is McGovern. 2-2 count. Jason Hill, walk, run scored, reached on an error his last time up. And again, a little cue shot. Can't handle it as it rolls away from Hansen. Jason Hill twice now been rewarded on a play up the line.
Management staff, Ostrander Norsemen, now going out to talk to his infield of what's going on now. Runners at first and third, just one down, so potentially you're going to see Jason Hill on the move. Trying to break the Hill United, trying to break this game open. Ostrander Norsemen wanting to make sure that they shut the door, give themselves a chance in the top of that seventh inning.
Long, lengthy discussion on the mound.
Big spot in the game here for Ostrander and Hill.
One down in the inning. Runners on the corners, McGovern and Hill. Steve Mullally at the plate. Strikeout looking and a double for Steve today. Mullally gets into that, lifts it up. Fly out to the fence on the track. Under it is O'Leary. He'll make the grab to second. Jason Hill gets there standing. And a sacked fly RBI for Steve Mullally.
Left fielder number 22, Mark Johnson.
Big run put on the board there for Hill United.
Absolutely.
And smart base running by Jason Hill to advance down to second base to put himself into scoring position for potentially another run. Another cushion to add to the Hill United lead right now.
You'd hit the nail right on the head, Joe, in saying that's a big run. And strike called. 0-2. And a hopper. Hansen with it in time at first. Will end the inning. Send us to the top of the 7th. Now 2-0 in favor of Hill United. We'll come back with last call on the ISC Network. Top of 7 here as the Norsemen need to come up with a couple runs here to extend this ball game. Defensive change for Hill United as Ben Weidman checks into the ball game out in left field for Mark Johnson. McGovern stays in the ball game to catch.
Well, the task at hand is now doubled for Ostrander Norsemen now. With Hill United putting that extra run on the board, their efforts have to be extra special in this inning to see this game continue.
And called a strike to the corner.
I think you're going to see nothing but hot pepper here from Adam Folkard for this full inning, especially the fact that you're facing number 2, number 3, and number 4 batter.
Fouled off.
Ostrander Norseman lineup. Saunders, Matthews, and O'Leary. They're no slouches.
.50 pot growing a little bit here, Joe. Adam called strike 3. Got him looking. 13 now on the day and 7 strikeouts in a row. 8 of the last 9.
25, Hayden Matthews.
That one lifted. Bradley with a knee-high catch. So 2 down in the inning. We're down to their last out are the Norsemen.
Left fielder number 15, Liam O'Leary.
And Liam O'Leary comes to the plate. Got him on the front leg. 2-1 count. Bouncer in front.
Just a good setup pitch, is it?
Well familiar, right? Liam O'Leary, an Aussie. McGovern, an Aussie. And Adam Fulkard, an Aussie. There's right up the middle. It's all Aussies as that one skips to the screen. So free pass to O'Leary. Still got a heartbeat here, Joe.
Yep.
Right fielder number 27, James Purcell.
Nobody wants to be the last out of the game. Purcell's going to do his darndest to make sure this game gets extended.
Just extend. Push, get on base. Choke up and swings, does Purcell there. All you're trying to do right now, Joe, is just keep this inning going.
You know, just put the ball in play, touch a little bit of grass.
Oh 1. 0-2 right at the knees as that one checks in.
Personally, I don't like that. It's clear. You got to have a plan when you get to the plate and try and execute that plan. If you have multiple plans,
Called
it's not gonna
strike
work.
3. Down on strikes. Ends it on a note. 14 strikeouts for Adam Fulkard this afternoon. A 2-0 win. And for the Ostrander Norsemen, Joe, boy, what a tough, hard luck loss after 2-0 and a pitching performance that Kim Hansen turned in. You know, he did his part, kept this hard-hitting Hill United team to 2 runs and just a handful of hits.
Full kudos to Adam Fulkard for throwing that no-hitter in this game. But a great pitching performance by both pitchers. This is just a good old-fashioned men's fastball game. This game started at 2:31. It's now 4:01. 90 minutes for a good fashion run. Only 2 runs put on the board. Really good defense. Tough luck loss for the Ostrander Norsemen. Hill United now going to 2-0. Ostrander Norsemen suffering their first loss of the tournament.
So we'll jump out, reset, get ready for our next game, which is the New York Gremlins from Clifton Park, New York. They'll take on the Irma Tigers from Irma, Alberta, from a broadcast partner, Joe Todd. For Blair Setford, I'm Kyle Smith. We'll see you in 15 minutes.